Figure out how many shirts that they can fold within an hour. Now you know how much that is. So then you're going to divide how much you're paying them by how many shirts they can fold. That's going to give you a cost per unit. You're going to add that cost per unit to the cost that you actually associate your stuff with, and that's going to be a cost, like all that's going to be inside of what it costs you to produce that item. That money is going to be there to pay them because you already know how much it costs you. What's good? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Marlon Watts, co-owner and CEO of WRLDINVSN. Hey, we got a special one right here. We here with Quan.
Yes, sir.
Right? It's gonna be crazy. Hey, I want you to, can you tell me a little bit about you. Tell them about
Absolutely.
your brand and like what's the meaning behind it.
Absolutely, man. So my name is Quan Jackson. I'm the CEO and Chief Marketing Officer of clothing brand Perfect Circle. The meaning behind our brand is to strive to be perfect, including the ones in your circle. We inspire individuals to try to be perfect within themselves and others, knowing that together we're better.
Man, that's big time. And I mean, it's special because honestly, what I want to talk about is, I feel like I'm not that long ago. What, it was maybe like 2 years ago?
Yeah,
like
most
definitely.
definitely.
Still in high school.
High
You was a
school,
senior?
junior, and senior.
You was a junior?
Yeah, I was a junior, actually.
Dang, so you was a junior at that time. I came and did a speaking event at Melanie's Boys Home, just, doing like my seven-figure brand talk that we normally do when we go out and presentate. And like you was probably like, they didn't really have that many people there. It was probably like what, 10 people?
Yeah, literally. And it was a lot of little kids too.
$1 million worth of game. They probably had 10 people in there. And I ain't holding nothing back, huh? Like,
Damn.
I get the same energy that I'll be coming on here with if they had hundreds of people. So they had 10 people at this event. Quan was one of those people that was there. I got a chance to meet him. We're going to see if we can put that picture on that we took.
Please.
So that show that picture. And then fast forward into maybe what, a year, 2 years later?
Yeah.
How did you even figure out about like the whole AYV program? Like, how did that even come about?
To be honest, bro, I say it's God, cause like he put y'all on the forefront. First of all, y'all like making content, putting it on Instagram. Me just doing my research on brands who I want to be like. Y'all from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans as well, you feel me? So it was like 9 times out of 10 I was going to see y'all. Y'all one of the top brands doing it at the time, you feel me, to be the biggest inspiration for everybody that's inspiring to have a clothing brand. So I'm like on y'all neck, man. I'm like, I want to be like them. You feel me? And like I had been studying y'all for 2 years straight until I could actually get a seat at the table.
Dang. Did you do one of the 3 days or was it just?
I did the 3-day. This was in October, I believe. I did the 3-day. I was like, Mama, I'm about to invest my money. All right, cool. I successfully did the 3-day.
Okay.
Then I got that phone call from Marlon. Marlon was like, you ready to invest in yourself? I was like, yeah, man. Because it was like a godly thing because after the 3-day workshop, like the last day, Marlon be having his little spiritual speeches and they be touching you. So I went outside and I had ran. It's like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, yeah, my life about to change. I got that phone call. I'm like, my bad, Marlon. I was taking a run. He was like, all good, boss. He was like, you ready? I was like, yeah. I called my mama. I was like, Mom, I'm about to drop this bread. This is all I got. I was like, it's going to be worth it, dude. Now look at me, dog.
That's crazy. and let's talk about that. Like, so ever since, just joining the program and being a part of the community, like, one, hats off, because it don't, like, no matter what you do, no matter what communities, what programs you get in, at the end of the day, it's on you.
Right.
So, like, kudos to you because you took the information and you ran with it. But, like, what was one of those, like, what was that process like? And where are you now inside of your brand from where we first started?
All right. So it first started off with a mindset. They suggested that I read the 4 agreements.
Okay.
Don't take things personal, be impeccable with your word, go 100% with whatever you do, and always be curious and don't ever assume, you feel me? So it was like the mindset shift. Because, like, yeah, he giving us the information, but it's up to you to, apply that information, and it won't be information unless you apply it. You feel me? So in October, it was more of mindset shifting and getting rid of my stanky fish because, I go to Clark, Atlanta. And I was kind of afraid because I didn't have a tablecloth with my logo on it. I was like, I don't want to go outside and sell because I don't have what I'm used to, which is a tablecloth and a banner talking about my brand story. You was like, man, you have to get out there. You already in the right spot. You around a bunch of college students. You was like, get rid of that stinky fish. I went out there to Spelman, sold out, got rid of all that stinky fish.
That's what's up.
Started preparing for my winning piece, and the rest is history, man.
And so, like, what have your sales been? Let's just talk about, like, I guess from not lifetime, from that October. Like, what have you done in sales since then?
So before I got in the program, I wasn't even making $2,000 a month. My first 10K month was a 40K month. That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Like, my first 10K was 40K.
Yep.
In
and
the
how
same
was that
month.
process, though?
That process, it was implementing the right systems and having the right mindset and being strategic with everything I do so it could be calculated and I'm not just going out there and I'm just daydreaming, you feel me? So, like, going on class from 6 to 8 or 8 to 9, something like that, every night, you know, like I said, I'm in college, so, like, it's easy to say yes to going out every night, especially because I'm in Atlanta. So, like, me being on class with them was already separating me from the people that say they want to really do it, you feel me? And it obviously paid off because look where we at. I'm on a podcast right now. I'm blessed to say this. I'm blessed to say I did 40K plus more. I didn't touch my first 100K. Yep. Like, hey, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I say, like, what's some things that, like, you know, like, what's some things you're struggling with right now that I could, like, answer or maybe help out? We're getting, you know, how can we get to that next level?
What I'm struggling right now is structuring the business correctly to pay my team and as well systems to have in place for my next semester of college to have more people working for me and the team that I currently have to have them working on the business than rather in the business.
Brand owners that's ready to acquire their first 100 customers and make over $1,000 every single month, this is for you. We have created our Activate Your Vision University. We have been working on this for the last 4 months. And inside of this university, it has every system that we have created and are currently using to continuously scale our brand, WRLDINVSN, right now. Yes, you're gonna get the Facebook ads. Yes, you're gonna get the email and text message marketing play. But ultimately, I want you to join our network of brand owners for only $7 for 7 days. Now, at the end of these 7 days, let me go ahead on and break the news to you. We will not charge your card like other most subscription-based programs. All right, we will allow you to experience and enjoy these 7 days without having you thinking on the 8th day, oh, I'm about to get charged. No, this is not that. We want to see if you are a good fit for the network, and we also want to see if we are a good fit for you to help you scale and help you grow to, like I said, acquiring your first 100 customers and making over $1,000 every single month. Click the link somewhere on the screen, get access for only $7. Every brand owner, every clothing brand, we can help you scale. Let's get it.
All right, well, since you're on a college campus, what I would already recommend is, like, don't think that you're too young or too early on to have, like, an internship program. In reality, like, you can't pay everybody what they work at this current moment, but if they can show that they invested and they do have the value, maybe we could work towards that. So maybe you create some type of, 3 to 6 month mentorship program or internship program where, like, maybe, like, these college students, they don't have, maybe they don't have the best experience, but now they could use your brand and that could be the lab test for them where they don't have to go out and invest all their money on something, and then they can see if their ideas actually work. And what I mean by that, it could be like they may have a young lady or a young man on campus that, they are already creating content already. So now you maybe add them and say, like, dang, you ever thought about, doing this and being able to monetize it? All right, maybe let's see how, you already do this great. Let me give you a few of my pieces and you orchestrate the whole content, whether you doing it or not, or you finding the other content creators and you do, however you giving me the content, it really don't matter. But now, if we can work this out for 3 to 6 months and it work and it help grow our brand, I'm willing to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe I start paying you a month type of stuff to get X amount of type of content. Absolutely. And now you just help add value to them off of what you was already doing. So that's just one thing. And then 2, is really going to be taking that with just the paying part. I mean, we already talked about QuickBooks, so we run payroll strictly through QuickBooks, and I'm pretty sure I think Homebase allows you to run payroll now. So it's really just paying them is having a type of a payroll software. Like, how to determine how to pay them is right now what I would recommend is stay away from, like, a salary deal and really just pay people by the hour. Like, because you're going to see is, like, if you need to fold shirts that come in, that's part of the cost of labor. So, like, you figure out how many shirts that they can fold within an hour. Now you know how much that is. So then you're going to divide how much you're paying them by how many shirts they can fold. That's going to give you a cost per unit. You're going to add that cost per unit to the cost that you actually associating your stuff with, and that's going to be a cost, like, all that's going to be inside of what it costs you to produce that item, and you're going to be able to, that money is going to be there to pay them because you already know how much it costs you. And then similar to what the sales situation is, I mean, same thing, like, we had the kiosks and stuff going with a distribution. And a lot of people would like want to do commission based with what they doing with sales, but we look at it like how can we continue to generate that traffic, bring people in, and we have somebody here for $10, $15 an hour. Think about this, $10 an hour, and it's 60 minutes in an hour.
Right.
Like you are like paying them like it's really like change per minute type of situation. Like, so it's really not that much for you to have somebody there to check out people, and you sending people, and you have a place where you can make sales every single day. When it makes sense to have somebody there doing the operation where you don't have to do it and you're still able to make money, then that's how you actually know that you can actually pay them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it may start out where you have to do it. Like, I was the one that worked the kiosks at the beginning, and we saw that what we could make, as in, like, we still always knew how much it was going to cost for people. And so, like, that may be your job. So you paying yourself that $2,500, that $3,000, which probably was adding up to like $10 or $15 an hour for working. But as soon as you start working, that's the same money. You're going to take the money away from you, and you're going to pay it to your team. But what you're going to get back is time that's going to allow you to continue to leverage and make more money. As soon as you do that now, you could go out and start doing pop-ups.
Right.
So you could be going to make more money now yourself too. And that's how you're going to even be able to pay yourself. So it's like putting those systems in play and allowing the people that you're going to then hire to replace you inside of that workflow, and you just keep growing and elevating.
Hey man, I'm gonna be taking notes on my own video. That's crazy.
Hey, we're gonna have to run this one back. Hey, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, run us up. Let me know what y'all thought about this. I'm Marlon Watts, Quan. Hey, let them know how they can find you.
Hey man, follow us on Instagram, PERFIKCIRCO. They go put it up here, right there.
Y'all heard it right here. Hey, what's one last thing you got? All new brand owners. One last tip. What's a must? One must.
Start now, fail fast. Live fail, you be your best friend.
I got one for you. You must get in the AYV University.
Yeah,
AYV
too.
community. Sorry, not just the university. AYV community. Figure out what program is for you, because we got them going up. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Ah!